The chapters are potentially infinite. You've been telling music stories for most of your life, but how is the trajectory a little bit different this time around with this kind of project?
Well, like Almost Famous kind of over time became the movie that I've done that most people want to talk about. It kind of had the lasting effect that really surprised me in a lot of ways. It was the most personal, it was the most about loving music. And so this show is about the same thing, except it's more of a contemporary setting, but it's also kind of a way to just say, music matters as much as it ever did. And a lot of times you hear, oh, people don't pay for music. Music doesn't mean as much as it once did. It's everywhere. Doesn't change your life anymore. BS. It does. It's more important than ever, and that's kind of what the show's about.
If you're going to do a music-related project of any kind, it sounds like Cameron Crowe is probably the man you want to work for.
There's no one better. There's no one more qualified for this job. I mean, it's rare that you can say that. His journalistic background, obviously his background as a journalist in rock and roll since he was 15, his sense of humanity, he knows this world like nobody else. And then in addition, he is an extraordinary screenwriter and director. So it's funny, when I first read this script, I was like, there's no way that this story hasn't been told, that this world hasn't been exposed and explored. And then I thought, well, the only answer is that it was waiting for Cameron Crowe. That's all I can think of.
Cameron Crowe, I've been a fan of since Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and then of course through Jerry Maguire, and he's made so many great movies and Almost Famous. But yeah, for me it was, he's one of those guys, I mean, I can truly say I've been a fan of his since I was like 10 when Fast Times came out. He had a real effect on me and my brothers and our friends, and the kind of humor that we liked, and Say Anything, his second movie. Yeah.
I've been trying to get Cameron to do this show for nearly a decade. The fact that we're finally here is kind of amazing and surreal. The show is a wonderful, sweet, funny celebration of not just music, but also the people who dedicate their lives essentially in the shadows to bringing concerts to life. And it's an amazing thing, and only Cameron really could have done this.